Hello. Hi. How do I go about getting a transcript from a court?
Do you know who the court reporter is?
I have no idea.
Do you have the case number?
I don't, but you can probably look it up by my name.
Okay, what's the last name?
It's here. It's just easier. We're in. Here it is. Just look it up under my name there. There'll be like four. It was all in one hearing, but there's like four case
What
numbers
is it for?
for the civil protection order.
And you don't know which one? What are you looking for?
The transcript of the hearing. They um, combined all four of them into one hearing.
Was it in February?
Yeah.
What should I do?
Yes, she's gonna have to get that from Barry.
Okay. You're gonna have to go down to the end of the hallway to the family court.
Oh, okay. All
The
right.
court reporter is down there.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hey, welcome in. So we're in here at the courthouse to get the transcript from the protection order. Hi, I'm just a girl. Nice to see ya. So, just kind of showing the different processes of the court procedures and stuff like that, and what you have to do. I'm doing okay. Um, there's going to be there's kind of like a little update. Um, heard from the Fond du Lac police detectives, and they are working on getting close. So, hi.
Actually, heading into court. How can I help?
I need to get a transcript of the restraining order.
So, fill this out, and I will get this to the court reporter, and she will call you once she has an estimate of how much it's going to cost.
Okay, and then I need the form to waive the fees. And okay. All right.
When you're done with that, if I'm not available, you just slide it under, and you'll get
Okay.
a call from the court reporter when she has an estimate for you.
All right. Now, there were four cases, but they were all called as one.
Well, they were all called separately, but together. So if you want it, well, yeah, I suppose it's the same transcript. You only need one transcript. Yeah. Yeah, because it's all going to be the same.
Yeah. I don't have the case numbers with me. I suppose I can look them up.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Let's see. I'll go over here and sit down. Yeah, so things are moving along with the police department and arresting the ones who, hi, Louis Freeman, the ones who have been, that were arrested, and um, also, yeah, also the ones who were sending me death threats and harassing me, and yeah. So yeah, now I get to fill out the fun paperwork, and yeah, yeah, whatever. So that's it right there. Now they're gone for court. So yeah, I mean, like I said, everything can be traced, and that is a wonderful thing because these people are going to be
So I'm not sure what you're asking the waiver form for, but there is no waive, the fees can't be waived for a transcript, just so you understand.
according to Wisconsin state statutes, yes, they can. I mean, if you want me to bring in the statute or give you the law, I can do that.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna argue with you. You can submit it, but it's probably not gonna be waived. If it's
I,
not waived.
I'm not trying to argue with
No,
you.
I understand. I'm not, I'm just, I can, maybe I used the wrong term, but it's my understanding and what we, I'm sure
Yeah.
that she goes by the law, that she does not have to waive those fees. So, just to give you, if that's what it's for, I thought it was maybe for something else, but if it's for the transcript.
It's for the transcript, and it is in the Wisconsin state statutes that I can request that at
Okay.
no cost.
Well, I'll give it to her and I'll let her respond.
Because I always look that up before I do
I
anything.
don't know.
All right. Thank you. Oh, that's too funny. Yeah, you know, they make it so difficult for people who are indigent to get paperwork. And I think the court commissioner is a little nervous about me getting the transcript. So, and there's reasons behind that. I think the judge is a little concerned. And as well she should be. Simply because of some things that were said and done during the not much, Veronica. I'm at the courthouse again. I want to get a copy of the restraining order transcripts. Um, and the lady just came out and told me that they can't waive those fees. And I said, according to Wisconsin state law, yes, they can. And I have a feeling this is going to be a fight with the system. And as I was just saying, I think the judge is I think she's a little concerned that I want the transcripts because things were said and done during that hearing that they combined all into one that were not not done very nicely or correctly. So I think she might be a little nervous about giving me the transcripts. Um, so it's going to be interesting what yeah, very interesting. Um, the lady at the desk didn't. She's like, I'm not going to argue with you. I said, I'm not arguing with you. I'm just letting you know that by law, I can request um, to not have to pay for it. If they deny my request, then I'll move on to the next phase of what has to be done. I have sought legal advice as to what happened during the hearing, and it's not, things were not done according to law. And why this lady had to tell me that the court commissioner follows the law, like, why do we even have to say that? I mean, isn't it a given that court commissioners and judges follow the law? To me, that's a given. And then she changed her stance, saying, well, maybe I worded that wrong. You have to, how should I put that? Don't believe that they can waive those fees, which is, yeah, that's a far cry from, yeah, there's no waiver of fees to that. Well, maybe, no, they're, yeah, like telling me there wasn't a law that allows that. Well, yes, there is. So I don't know where this court commissioner has come from, what her background is, or anything like that, but there are grounds for judicial processes, which is why I'm here to get the transcript. And I don't think she wants me to have it. So, but since they're in court and I gotta look up the case numbers, I'm going to take this with me and I am going to bring the law, bring the state statute with me. I bring this back and yeah, that's what's going to happen. So I just, if you have money and there is, there's a lot of, if you have money, then it's okay. You can pay for everything. Everything's good. And yeah, but if you don't have money, screw you. go pound sand. We're not gonna do anything for you because you're poor. All right, you know. Okay. Oh, that must be the court commissioner in there. Uh, so, but there's nobody in the courtroom because they do it by Zoom now, which is another hindrance for people like me. So, yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when I bring this paperwork back. I don't know if I'll come here tomorrow or not. I got other things I need to get done. But anyway, so that's what's going on with that. Um, like I said, there are grounds for serious judicial errors regarding the restraining orders. So we'll see what happens. Be transparent. But anyway, I hope you're all having a good day. And we'll talk soon, and I'll give you more updates on what's going on with the arrests of the ones who have threatened me. Have a good one.